I welcome you all to MOOC's course entitled Community Engagement and Social Responsibility. We will be discussing Unit 1 titled Community Engagement. Unit 1 has been divided into two modules. Today, we will be discussing Module 2 of Unit 1 titled Local Community, Rural Culture and Practice of Community Engagement. In the fifth part of Module 2, we will study about various rural development schemes of the government like Indira Awas Yojana, Manrega, etc. In the previous part, we studied about the changes in Indian rural lifestyle and health facilities available in rural areas. So, by considering all these facts, that what are the improvements required in the rural area, in the rural community, the government took initiatives and so many schemes government has launched for the purpose of rural development, which are called as rural development schemes of government. So these are some of the important schemes which we are going to discuss here in this lecture. First is the Bachat Lamp Yojana. Second is the Deen Dayal Upadhyay Green Jyoti Yojana. Third, Gramin Bhandaran Yojana. Fourth is Indira Vikas Yojana. Fifth is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, basically Manrega, and the National Rural Livelihood Mission. So the first one, if we talk about, that is the Bachat Lamp Yojana. The objective aim of this particular initiative is this: to reduce the cost of compact, you can say, the fluorescent lamps, to reduce the electricity consumption. Okay, so the government has started providing these kind of lamps which are helpful in reducing the electricity consumption. Then second is Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana. This particular scheme is basically launched or designed to provide the continuous power supply to the entire rural area. And this scheme was launched under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in November 2014, announcing that the government had decided to electrify 18,452 unelectrified villages within 1000 days, that is by May 1st, 2018. This was the major objective of this Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gram Jyoti Yojana. Now, what is the status? Somehow they have achieved this particular mission objective, but not completely, fully. So, it is one of the key initiatives of the Government of India and the flagship programs of the Ministry of Power. And this particular scheme can benefit the rural household significantly, as electricity is extremely vital for growth and development of the country. We all know. So, this is basically the very good, you can say, the initiative taken by the government for promoting or for improving the condition of the rural community. Because if you don't have the electricity supply or the power, so maximum growth will be stopped. So that's why this is very important initiative. The another initiative by the government is the Gramin Bhandaran Yojana. The Gramin Bhandaran Yojana says that it is announced in 2001 and is a capital investment subsidy scheme for renovation and construction of rural godowns. So the godown should, however, be constructed outside municipal corporation limits. So for this purpose, because basically we all know that the rural people depends mainly on agriculture, and due to this agriculture they have too much grain available. For the purpose of the safety and preservation, say, of that particular agriculture or the food items, it is required that they should have a safest place available. Okay, the sufficient and safe place must be available to keep these food grains. So for that purpose, this Gramin Bhandaran Yojana is helping in the construction or renovation of those godowns where they can keep these items. So good initiative by the government for this particular purpose. Then the another one is covering the housing. You know that all these points which we are discussing, they are well connected by this particular thing what we have discussed here, the important programs or the areas for rural community development. So we are talking about what government is doing, what are the government initiatives for agriculture purpose, for improving the transportation, health, education, cottage industry, housing purpose, social welfare. So all these points are talking about these things. So the next point which we are going to discuss, the next initiative of the government which focuses on the housing problem of the rural people or rural community, that is Indra Awas Yojana. Indra Awas Yojana is a sub-scheme of Rural Landless Employment Guarantee Program which was launched by the Ministry of Rural Development. And the main objective of the Indra Awas Yojana is to provide a grant for the construction of houses to members of scheduled caste, the lower caste. And as we discussed already, the caste system is there in the village, in the rural community, or to the scheduled tribes and to non scheduled caste or scheduled tribe category who are below the poverty. Okay, so the main objective of this Indira Awas Yojana is to provide a grant for the construction of houses to members of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and to non-scheduled and scheduled tribe category below the poverty line. So what is there? Basically the focus of government is to support the people who belong to the lower caste, generally the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, because they are generally the landless people, the homeless people. So for and why this is so? Because of their financial crisis. Their financial situation is not supporting them to have their own houses. Okay, even this particular scheme Yojana is helping to non-SC and ST, non-social, non-scheduled caste and non-scheduled tribe category people also, but condition is that the people who belong to the below poverty line. So basically the idea, the objective is this, to help the people who are poor. Okay, so this is in terms of housing facility. Now the next initiative by the government which is very successful and important initiative, or we can say a good initiative, is the Manrega program. That what is this Manrega program? The government of India passed the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005, September 2005, and this act gives legal guarantee of 100 days of wage employment in a financial year to adult members of a rural household who demand employment and are willing to do unskilled manual work. So basically you can see wherever the government project is going on. So on those government projects, these people who want to work, who are willing to work the unskilled manual work, means they can work as a daily laborer, okay, daily basis wages. So here the government will give them the 100 days of wage employment out of the total 365 days in a year. Now why this is 100 days wage? Because the people of the rural community depends upon the agriculture. Agriculture is not running throughout the year because the crops are going as per the weather conditions or other thing. So every time they are not involved, every time if they are not involved in the agriculture activity, so what happened? They are not getting the regular flow of income, so their livelihood will be get affected due to this reason. So out of this 365 days, at least the government has guaranteed them to provide the 100 days wage employment. Okay, so that's why this is a very successful initiative of the government, where the people got the employment and they are doing as a daily laborer or the workers on daily wages purpose. So today in this part we studied about various rural development schemes of the government like Indira Awas Yojana and Manrega, etc. In the next part, we will study about the purpose of community engagement. Thank you.